I have no idea what just happened, but I'm sorry if you saw that I uploaded this video earlier and it's been deleted. That's because it had no audio. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I recorded an entire video and it just disappeared. And that's fucking annoying. But anyways, basically what the entire video was about was that my friend got to play Hopsin in a game of Skate. And I'll post a link to it in the description below. It was a pretty cool experience. Basically, Hopsin posted on his YouTube that he wanted to play some of his fans in a game of Skate, and all you had to do was email him and leave him your number. I don't know if there weren't a lot of people that skate that sent him emails, but I know all of my friends did, and for some reason I was the only one that got a call. So, as the story goes, basically, we had already predetermined that we were going to be skating at UNCG, which is the local college, and we were going to skate there before the concert, regardless of whether he wanted to play skate against any of us or not. But I dropped him the email. That was a bug flying behind me. Did you see that? Oh, that was crazy. But anyways, we were going to skate the campus regardless. It just so happened after a long day of skating, we were eating at Bojangles, and I get a call from his assistant. And she's like, hey, this is Hopsin's assistant. And if you are still interested in playing a game of skate, just meet us at the venue at 7:30 and we'll make it happen. So we finished eating. We rode up to the venue. We waited for a little while. I think the doors were supposed to open at 7, but because of the meet and greet, it ended up getting pushed back. And then also this game of skate. So for anybody that was at the show and they couldn't figure out why it was late, it was kind of our fault. But I think it was mainly just a miscommunication on the venue's part. But anyways, so she called me back again at 7 o'clock, and she's like, okay, the meet and greet's almost over, and after that, he'll come out and play you in a game of skate. 7:30 rolls around, she calls me, she's like, all right, come across the street, because we were on the other side of the street, kind of separated from the line, because we knew we were going to get in either way. And I wanted to be away from everybody else so that we could differentiate ourselves from the rest of the group and not just look like every other person that was there. I wanted her to be able to identify us, basically. So we come across the street, and about the time I get across the street, I see him coming through the venue, and he's like, oh, hey, what's up? Where's Levi at? And I'm like, I'm right here. And he walks right past me and up to Terrence, because Terrence is the guy with the board. There were so many people trying to interact with him and talk to him and get his attention. He was just focused on finding the person with the skateboard. He wasn't worried about who I was. So anyways, that was the plan anyways. I didn't intend to play Hopsin in a game of skate. I wanted my friend to be able to play him because I'm not one to fan out on people. That's not... I mean, it's cool. It was cool seeing. It was cool meeting him, but that's not my thing. And I knew he was into it, and I knew it would just blow his mind. So I was nice enough, I guess, to let him play Hopsin in a game of skate. So we go across the street, and he's looking at the sidewalk, Hopsin. He's like, man, that's rough as fuck. I don't know if I want to play here. And he kind of looks back in this little parking lot area, and it was a little bit smoother cement and better lit, so we went back there and played. I'll post the video in the description because I don't really have time to describe the entire, the whole thing. But I would like to describe the concert a little bit since I don't have, videographic evidence of it. Hopsin was a hell of a cool dude. Like, he was a nice guy. I mean, as we were walking across the street, he kind of looked back and he saw the long line of people coming out the door waiting to get in. And, this crowd of people coming over to watch him play this game of skate. Because a lot of people had no idea what was going on, and then a couple of people did, and, And he sees this, and he's like, that gets me hyped right there. That's awesome. So they go over there, and they play their game of skate, obviously. Inside the show, Funk Volume killed it. Jerron Benton, Dizzy Wright, Swizz, Hopsin. I mean, I expected Hopsin to be good. But going in, I wasn't really a fan of the other guys so much. Swizz a little bit, but the other two not, they weren't a big deal to me. I'm a bigger fan of their music now that I've seen them live. They definitely do a much better job live than they do in the studio. Maybe that's just me, but I like to see people perform live. Clearly other people do too, or there wouldn't be such thing as concerts, right? They were a very energetic group. They put on a good show. They did a good job. They were entertaining. They gave back to the crowd a lot more than I see a lot of artists do. I've been to a couple other shows at Green Street, which is where the concert was. I saw Yellow Wolf there, and I also saw Yellow Wolf in Carborough the year before at Cat's Cradle. The first show, Yellow Wolf, was really, really energetic. The second one, he was a little bit more lethargic because he was coming off that spleen injury. Still, amazing show, but I'm pretty sure Hopsin outdid him. Like, that dude was just full on. And you could feel the emotion in his music. Sometimes people kind of limp through, and they don't really. They play the same songs every night, so it's understandable that they don't want to. Not that they don't want to perform, but that they can't really get into it fully. Hopsin really seemed to be into it. He was emotionally involved with his music, and that was cool to see. So Hopsin, if you're watching this, I appreciate what you did. I suppose you didn't expect me to make a YouTube video about you and do this, but it's what I do, so I did, and I appreciate the show that you put on. You were an awesome dude. You seem really humble and down to earth, and I appreciate that. You didn't have to do what you did. You don't have to interact with your fans. It's not necessary. I was also a big fan of you, the whores that were like, "Take your shirt off, Hop," and you just kind of ignored them. I don't know, man. I appreciate it. Good job. You did great.